Welcome in chat, John here, staff software engineer, lead maintainer of Latterly.io, an open source educational platform and networking platform that can help you learn to code and land your first or next programming role. Today we are working on the No-Code Architects Toolkit from Stephen G. Pope. Check Stephen Pope out on YouTube. If you're interested, he's both of these top two, 50K plus on YouTube, 100K plus on TikTok. And this is the third stream in a multi-part series. It won't be the last, but I think we're going to do something cool here. We are going to try to integrate Fiber.js in about 30 minutes. I only have about 30 minutes. Fortunately, we're not starting from scratch. We're building on a pull request series. So we have first in the series here is number 54, followed by 56. There's a 33 count differential on the second PR, but if the first ones get merged, then this one, which follows, will be reduced. And now we are going to work, you can see the suffix part 2. Now we are going to work on part 3. And I already have the feature branch ready to go, so let's dive in. First, we will start by running the UI. Just to show you where we're at. Okay, so this is a full stack app, and the backend is isolated in its own Docker container. So it's a Python backend communicating with a React front end, not using Next.js here. We're using create Vite app. And this is what it looks like. So you load it up, no video loaded by default. We'll click to load videos, get that request from the server side. So we're loading in a list of available videos from the server, and we pick it. And boom, it loads in. So this is communicating with Supabase storage over the AWS SDK version 3. And I created a Supabase issue and we were able to get it resolved. And so I'll be updating the documentation, but in the meantime, you can refer to this issue. If you use Boto 3, which is the main AWS SDK library in Python, if you use that, by default, the produced signature format will fail. So Supabase is compatible with the AWS syntax, but you need to specify signature version S3v4. Phanos clarified that currently that's the only one supported. So we got it working. Docs will be updated soon. Won't do that in this stream. In this stream, we're just going to proceed from here. And now we get to do the fun part. The fun part is we're going to draw diagrams on the video and add comments at time slices in the video. And so this is a relatively complicated feature, but what I'm hoping is we can leverage the Composer and Cursor AI-powered IDE to do what I'm going to try and do this in 30 minutes. This could typically take like a sprint in a standard work environment. So that could be up to like 2 weeks of work. And so I'm just going to naively prompt Composer and see how this works. And we will iterate from there. Okay. So I'm going to say now add a right panel to the main body of the app when a video is loaded. I recommend creating a child component for the condition where the video is loaded. And I'll even say I recommend unless you think otherwise. Unless you recommend otherwise. And I will say in parentheses, give reasoning. We're using Claude 3.5 Sonnet in agent mode here. I could pause here, but I want to give it the additional context of what we're doing. The right panel should have an add comment input field, which accepts arbitrary text. And I'll even specify input text area. So we'll use a text area instead of a text input field. And we'll put a length constraint up here. Let's go for a SQL standard varchar. And we'll go for the Postgres implementation. I think it'll be fairly widely represented. We can cut it in half just to be safe. So I'll limit it at 30,000 characters. 30,000, no, okay, this seems more reasonable. Let's limit it at 199 characters. limit text allowed to 199 characters. Let this be specified as a constant at the top of the file. That'll make it easier to configure in the future if we want to change it. Let me also check the Airtable string length. I know a lot of the consumers of this app are using Airtable. Goes up to 100,000 fields. Okay, so this won't be the constraint then. So let me go back to, we'll do 250 characters. We'll do 250 characters. A little bit better. Okay? When the, yeah. Should there be one or many comments at a particular time slice? So here I'm going to consult the PRD that Stephen threw together for me. Thank you so much, Stephen, for this. There's a Postman example, but it's constrained. And so, but what I pull out is, this is the necessary info here. I see its comments is a list of comments. At one time slice, a list of string comments is supported. And here I want to say, I'm getting a little bit of lag on my keyboard. Each time slice, let each time slice be associated with up to one time, and let's call this thing time slice meta objects. Define a type for this object, like, and here I'll put a schema. Time slice meta. I guess it'll have an ID. So we'll call this a comment ID. Good. And so the comment is associated to a drawing. That's interesting. I would have decoupled those. So that at one time slice you could have multiple draw layers. I think it's fine to link the drawing. So maybe you're commenting on a particular drawing. That's fine. So we'll link these. So video details. I don't love that they're graphical quotes here. So I'll convert those quickly. Video details, video URL comments, and each have a timestamp. Great. I'll convert these quickly in ChatGPT. Why not? Replace the grammatical quotes with simple quotes. Simple double quotes. Okay. And let's retain, what did Stephen call these? Video details. So they're just comment objects. They're just comment objects. So let each video be associated with comment objects over, at various timestamps. Define a type for define a comment data type. The video data, which we, and let's even call this video data with comments. I think that's fine. The video data with comments will look like the following. Okay. So we paste that. I'll say look like the following, containing a list of comment data. All right, let's see how this works. Welcome in, chat. We got Yamar on TikTok. Welcome in. Over 300 likes already. Thanks so much, y'all. Anyone on Twitch? Not yet, or at least not posting yet. If you're lurking on Twitch or YouTube, welcome in. Good to see y'all. Let's have cursor do its magic. This might take 60 seconds or so. Pretty normal for a cursor response. I have a large composer context already existing here, so it could be even a little bit slower. We have the code in the green box. We have some editorial going on. Yes, I agree with creating a child component. So it's created this child component, but everything is in the same file. We'll accept this. I'll stage this. Before I stage anything, I want to look and just make sure it works, and then we can refactor from there. This is not the style I want. This is not, well, and I don't hate the style, actually. But if we look in the sort of rough draft prototype he did, it's all the way to the top. So let's commit this and then iterate from there. Let's also make sure that this works. So this is 16. Show more face. And that's posted at 0. Okay, so we're going to need to tinker with this. That's okay. So this is feat init comments. I'm going to publish the branch to the remote. At this point, I can draft a PR. And this will say follows 56, partials 50. Has the ability to append a series of comments with text length up to 250 chars at each timestamp, at various timestamps, with drawings, with optional drawings. That's the main thing it does, right? Jump to timestamp for comment. Anything else? I think those are the main two. Okay. So here, I'd like to make a new folder, components. And let's look. So we have this video player function. And here that's used. The video player is used. So I'll make a new file, video player.tsx. And I will add a comment that says replace me. Just to get some content in there. Sometimes I worry about the language model anchoring if there is no file content. So I'll drag this over and I will say move the video player component into the videoplayer.tsx file. Thanks for the follow, Eco Mirado or Mirador. Is Cursor free? They have a free version, but I strongly encourage you to use the Pro version. $20 a month for the one that I recommend. Highly, highly worth it. Okay, so we've extracted 140 lines. We should be shrinking this bad boy. Update to app.tsx in progress. So we shrank this. This is great. So comment data appears extraneous. Video details is here. Yeah. So I'll say interface video details appears extraneous within app.tsx. Great, so we about cut that file size in half. Make sure it still looks good. Okay, and what I'd like to do now is have this component, this subcomponent, let's see what it's called. We can also see that this is video loading seems unnecessary now. So I'll remove this line, remove this line, remove this line. Okay, so this is feet rm extraneous. Set is video loading. Light mode and dark mode is propagating properly. We love to see it. Okay, right side comments panel. I'll give this an ID. Comments panel. So now it's easier to reference. And I will say, let comments panel float right and take the full page height. Okay, so this is closer, but still not quite what I want. We'll add an ID video player to make it easier to work with. And we'll make an ID video player wrapper. Oh no, this is good. So there's just two panels. Okay, so ID video player. It's got flex 1 relative, but somehow it's not working. You can see that this container over here it's specified at the wrong level. Specified at the wrong level. So video player and comments panel should collectively use 100% of width. They should be siblings. Currently, the video is centered across the page rather than centered within the wider left sibling region. Okay, so it had to shuffle around a lot of HTML to do that. But this is basically what I want. This is basically, but I want this thing to go all the way to the right. So I basically don't want this. What is it that I don't want here? I don't want the max constraint here. Yeah. And I also don't, so I can do that myself. So let's go in here. Ah, it's in the parent, that's the reason. 7XL. On mobile, this just looks bad. So it's not flowing properly on mobile. Let's get rid of all of that PX. In fact, should I get rid of the MX as well? Somehow this remained. Did I not hit the save button? Oh, I did that on the navigation bar. Okay, that looks more like what I want. That looks more what I want. So here the height seems slightly off. And it's unresponsive to change. We'll stage these. Justify center, this all looks good. This bit right here is slightly miscalculated. Let's go for -10 rem and see what that does. A little bit of guessing and checking. So what is the calculated height here? So I'm clicking into the CSS, and this doesn't seem to matter at all. Yep, okay, it doesn't matter at all. So this is not the binding constraint. Some other element is, which means that this CSS complexity is totally unnecessary. Ah, that was for the no video loaded bit. Okay, so if no video is loaded, that makes sense. And once a video is loaded, it's not the pain point anymore. So I'll roll back that change. It's going to be one of these two children. I bet it's probably this comments panel. So that'll be comments panel right align. I probably should have done a style commit for that. Whatever. Now that we're here, I'm going to look for calc, not here. I'm going to look for VH, not here. Look for height, max. Let's look on the left side video player. Oh, did it erase the moniker? It might have erased the ID there. I have my video player, I have my comments panel. Right side comments panel, left side video player. What, did I just totally miss it when I was, yeah, I did. Okay, so it was there the whole time. It was there the whole time. H screen, I think this is the problem. So if we get rid of that, what happens now? That doesn't change much. Yeah, and I have another H screen on the comments panel. Okay, so now the comments panel is the binding constraint. I want to reduce it by the height of my nav. H16, I'm sort of guessing here, but it feels like H16. And I don't know how that converts to rem exactly. H screen. So I'll say let's reduce the comments panel height from H screen by the height of the nav bar, which I think is H16. But I don't, yeah, I'll just leave it like that. Andre, thanks for the follow. Okay, we'll reload, see how this looks. And now that's basically what I expect. I think this looks good. Style, minor, comments, panel height. And now what I want to do is when I add a comment, let the timestamp be the current video timestamp. Similarly, when I click an existing timestamp, jump to, when I click an existing comment, jump to the related timestamp on the video. So I don't know why we have timestamp and timestamp seconds. I expect to save only one column to DB, I'm saying. All right, so this looks better aligned. Let's try it out. So here I am,
I want to show you one simple automation that we've been able to use.
3. I'll say, nice lens flare, bro. All right, and we saved it 3. Great. Now I'm going to jump over to 56. And I'm going to say, nice slack, bro. And now I'm clicking lens flare. Boom, it backs me up.
But if we go
boom,
over to,
okay.
to consistent.
This is good. We are jumping correctly. When the jump executes, let the video be in a paused state. And let's look at the diff here. So it simply removed autoplay. It simply removed autoplay. Good. Something important. And then this is a crucial note. Okay, so now I'm hitting play.
You can find that content.
We're playing 8,
so if you
9,
need to jump
okay,
into
and I'm going to jump to here.
It shows us a quick thumbnail of the video
and the play continues. Okay, so if it was paused, it will be paused, but if it wasn't paused, it's playing. I think that's fine. I think that's not a big deal. So the feature here is feat jump to timestamp. And I'll say, now let's integrate Fiber. And this will be the last step today, or Fabric.js. So currently there are these comments sections. Looks like Steven would like these buttons under the video. I don't know that that matters too much, but let's go ahead and do that. Oops. Include a toolbar, a horizontal toolbar under the video, which has a color picker and a pen icon or pencil or marker to enable drawing with Fabric, to enable drawing on the video with Fabric.js. Save the drawing data as part of the comment data at the timestamp where the drawing occurs. Here I'll install Fabric. Okay, I'll commit these by themselves. So this will be a chore install Fabric. Let's see, maybe not. If it's going to be successfully and trivially used in the same commit, then I'll commit it all together. That's fine for me. Let's tell Cursor the version of Fabric that I'm using. I'm using this. Ensure importing is accurate for this version. And it's doing all of these things where traditionally I would have to go browse through documentation, but it's basically looking it up for me. So let's accept that. So here it is, it's way down here, but this kind of works. Let me jump over to 41 and draw.
Image needs editing. Or we need copy. Or
the draw layer is not overlapping the video. All right, so I'll install Fabric, and then I will separately feed initial Fabric integration. We'll get this baseline committed, and that way I can play with it in subsequent commits with less worry. The draw area is currently not overlapping the video as expected. In addition, let's go with that for now. The additional problem is that when I draw, I don't want the video to play. Here I have some error. Okay, that was just a hot reload error. That's fine. Good. This looks much better. Now I'll go over here to some position. And now the draw layer is permanently overlaid so that I cannot play. Now the draw layer is permanently overlaid so that I cannot pause and play the video. Let the draw layer block video interaction only while draw mode is enabled because the user has clicked the icon. Okay. So we reload. Now I am free to come over here and it's paused, and I will say my drawing does not appear. My drawing does not appear. Okay, so the draw layer is positioned correctly. But I do not see the draw image applied. Poppy Sensei, what up? Welcome in. 430 likes on TikTok. Let's see if we can bump that up over 500. So here we're using a use effect. I wonder if we should be using a mouse up and mouse down. Let's try this, but I might give feedback to the tool that I prefer the other events. Here we're at 105.
Where all the mess.
Okay, let's get red, something easy to see. And no, I still don't see it. I still don't see the colored markers applied on mouse up. Should we use a mouse up event or similar instead of only use effect? So it looks like it's working by transparent canvas. So it's rendering on toggle. Yes, if this is current. I don't know that that's the right place to be setting the render. That could be the issue. Well, we also have within this update canvas dimensions. And now we have a mouse up. Okay, now we have a mouse up. Let's console.log the mouse up here to make sure that that event is firing.
This is just one channel.
I am getting the mouse up event, okay? I see mouse up logged on mouse up, but no paint is rendered on the canvas. Is the issue that the canvas is transparent, including the paint? Or maybe the brush is size 0. Thanks for the follow. All right, let's try it. This is pretty fun, right? I think so. And we have drawing, baby. Yeah, buddy. Feet, you can draw, bro. Drawing now renders properly. When a drawing is applied at a time slice, ensure a comment exists. If there is no comment text and only a drawing in the comment data, just render at the time slice in the comments panel. Afghanistan says, what are you building? We are building the no-code-architects-toolkit. All right, Stephen G. Pope, no-code-architects-toolkit. And in fact, let's get a hyperlink to this project on our nav bar. So we'll accept this change. I'm going to Control-Shift-F, no code architects. Here we are. Add, when the H1 is clicked for foo, let it open in a new tab. So make it an external link heading. Oh, is it Next.js? No, it's not. We are using create Vite app because this is client-side only logic. So Vite.dev, given the design constraint that our logic is purely front-end and isolated from the back-end, then this is a really, really great starter. So Next.js is going to be a good full-stack framework, but in this full-stack application, the back-end is a containerized Python app, and the UI is totally independently deployable, as opposed to Next, where you're doing both, right? Good question. Let's preserve the SEO by making sure that that H1 is available. So it looks good over here, but now, ooh, you get this brilliant hover. Light mode, dark mode compliant. Bam, pop that link open. You love to see it. So we have a clickable H1 now. Okay. Over 500 likes. Thanks, chat. Thank you all so much. Okay. So we have these drawing only comments now. So we'll load video. I'll go just to 1, 2, 3. Just here. Give him just like a gorgeous mustache. So it's not being saved as a comment. The drawing only comments are not being generated. Let this comment be updated on toggle. Like the light mode and dark mode. Thank you so much. And look, the agent understood this intelligently. I love this Claude 3.5. We should modify to automatically add a comment when the drawing mode is disabled, but only if there are unsaved drawings on the canvas. It caught all that nuance. We love to see it. We need to get the mustache.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation that we've...
We need to get that mustache. Look at that, drawing only. Okay?
So if you need to jump into frame.io.
Good, so drawing only is being saved.
Consistently scale our content.
Drawing only is now being saved, but it's not rendered. Drawing only is now being saved, but it is not rendered when I jump to comment. if draw mode is disabled. Let this be rendered if, oh, this is going to be tricky, right? Because if that layer shows up, now I can't like click on the timeline. How can I avoid this? I can just have the draw layer up above the play button. So we can just apply some height clipping logic of like a rim, of like a couple rims. Let this be rendered if the video is paused. Oh, stop. I'm going to cancel that. Let this layer be permanently rendered, and to enable users to play or scroll the video timeline, let's apply some height truncation to the canvas, unless you have a better approach. On YouTube, we got Fab Arjun. Love from India. Thank you for being here. My R Squashy. Can we play together next time? Yeah, absolutely. Just check my bio. Discord. I won't say it out loud. Thanks for dropping your Discord, or you can sign up at ladderly.io for free and join the Discord there, and you can message me over there. Okay, so let's refresh here. We're loading the video. And now I'll play. Oh, the height truncation is not correct. The height truncation is not correct. So say the height truncation is not optimal. I need to truncate, or I need to clip the bottom of the canvas, parentheses float up, so that I can access the play button at video bottom. Maybe float up is weird terminology, but hopefully you should get it. Like align up, justify content top is maybe the right thing to say. What AI are you using? Is it Cursor or Claude? It's both. So we're using Claude Composer with the we're using Cursor Composer with the Claude 3.5 model. So here's the bit it changed. It says the ratio is 0.85. It's setting the dimensions, but are we justifying up? We got this H85%. Let's see if it works. I'm not sure if that will work. We can also inspect the element. So here I'll inspect. Oh, that worked brilliantly. That worked brilliantly. So I can still hit play.
I want to
bring back the dark mode because we love to see it.
Able to use.
Oh no, I ended the world. That was my fault. What happened there? I feel like that was kind of like my fault somehow.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation that we've been able to use to.
Oh no, on the pencil button. Okay, it's because it's trying to insert the canvas, but we want to permanently render it now. I'll save this. Now that we permanently render the canvas, there is an issue when the pencil icon is clicked. Also, is there another icon besides pencil? Just looks kind of dinky. and I'm over time. I wanted to do this in 30, 40 minutes. We're at 60. We're going on 56 now. Let's see the icon we have now. Oh, it looks better. I like that.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation that we've been able to.
Perfect frame. Oh no, that would have been the perfect mustache frame. Over 1,100 likes. Thank you so much, chat. Thanks, TikTok. And I'm just going to ask, is there a way we can remove the use effect? Let me not submit that yet, but I would like to minimize logic in the use effect.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation that we've been able to use.
Nope. All right, so let's go for this approach. We're still loading properly.
In this video, I
Looks
want to
good
show
to
you
me.
one simple automation that we've been able to.
Nope, still getting that. And I'll paste a fuller log. I still see the issue on icon click. Here is a more full log. Moving the canvas to the video's onload event. That's smart.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation that we.
Ayo. We're almost back in business, eh? But the ability to draw is darn. Okay. The issue is now resolved with this loading strategy, but I don't have the ability to draw. When I click the draw icon, I don't see the draw cursor. Seems like a complex project. Yeah, it's pretty complex, to be honest with you. But Canvas is hanging in there. We need to handle the drawing mode state and cursor. So it's got the right issue identification. We'll see if it has the fix. Getting aligned on the root cause is usually the hard part. I feel like once you're aligned on the root cause, getting a fix in is usually feasible. One thing this will be missing, I think, is mobile-friendly behavior, but I think that's okay to do later.
I want to show you one simple automation that we've been able.
Yeah, babe, we're back. Oh no, it's still not showing. The draw cursor appears as expected, but the draw is not rendered on mouse up. We're very, very close. I'm going to stage where we're at so far. I think it just needs to add a render line item. This should be like, really, I don't expect more than 5 lines of code change. So this is more code change than I expected. Let's give it a shot, but I'm not going to commit it just yet. That's more code change than I expected. Come on, Steven, you need a mustache, man. We'll make you a beard at this point, too. Nope. He's beard resistant. That's the real issue here. I do not see the paint rendered. Now, previously when we prompted to ask if it was a brush size issue, there's the brush width, so that's not going to be the issue. We can try adding logs once again. That helped us previously. Now we have a set drawing mode here. Good, I like to see that. And we've removed a bunch of code that I thought was more than I expected. This looks good. This looks much, yeah, this is much more like what I wanted to see.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation.
No, it's not drawing. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stage this, and I will say, where's the mouse up? Mouse. I have no mouse event. I do not see the paint rendered. Add log for mouse up. So it just did not have mouse events at all. We got mouse down, mouse up. And look, it snuck in that it render on mouse up. It just didn't exist previously. I bet this fixes it. I bet this fixes it. Let's see.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation that we've...
No. Oh, darn, I lost a bet. Good thing you didn't put any money up, hey? I'm also not seeing any mouse events at all. I don't see any mouse events or logs at all. So the canvas is not receiving, yeah, okay, wow, word for word, the canvas is not receiving the mouse events. That's right. So we're not passing the canvas reference properly is the issue here. Now here's a canvas. It's being instantiated, but it's not being persisted well somehow. I wanted to explain to me how we are persisting the canvas object. Well, we were using a ref previously, fabric canvas ref. So it deleted the ref. Well, it still has this ref. It just moved it. Okay. Maybe saving the reference earlier is a smart move.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation that we...
So I see these logs, but no mouse up or mouse down. I do not see the rendered paint or mouse up events and other events when I draw. So it's like it's waiting for me to disable the canvas mode before it applies the rendering. It says the issue might be canvas positioning. It's not positioning. It's not a positioning issue. It could be event handling.
In this video, I want to show you one simple automation that we...
So here's the canvas, okay? It's not a positioning issue. It is the event handling issue. It is not a positioning. Positioning, I'm going to try to avoid using negative phrases. So positioning is correct, but the mouse events are not well handled. I still don't see path created, mouse up, mouse down. Yeah. And we're going to time box it here, y'all. This will be the final iteration for today's stream. $11.89 likes, finishing on a strong note. Thanks, chat. We can get 11 more. Let's go for 1,200 just for the lulz. I think the real issue is that he is mustache anti-mustache. Okay, no, that's not the issue.
We need copy or a type.